Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's pre-market video. I'm going to go through four stocks, starting off with Japol. Japol traded fairly large volume. It also was one of the top gaining stocks yesterday. So, what do we have? Let's switch to a easier graph. It seems like this stock has broken out. If you look at it since November, this is what October 2.39 came down to 2.09. So it's been in this 2.09, 2.29 range. So I suspect this stock has broken out. Let's see what the candle says. That's a big candle, as you can see, big green candle. Let's go look at technicals. What do the technicals tell us? Technicals have this stock as a strong buy. Can we go a bit further into the technicals? Strong buy, literally, most averages, the only simple day moving average SMA 100 sell, but other than that, stock is a strong buy. So that is Japan. Next, we look at Regency Alliance. A Regency Alliance dipped below the 1 naira mark, and for me, just I think it's Regal Links Insurance. Yeah. So it dip below the 1 naira mark. The technicals have this stock as a strong sell. But for me, the question I ask myself is fundamental. In fact, the only headache I have with just trying to work out my model for this stock is I'm not quite clear if the bonus shares have been allotted. If not, or is it maybe a planned fundraise that is leading to the bearishness? In any case, I think maybe what one will do is to watch and let's see. I remember, I think Crypto Senko said in one of spaces, maybe we could see this stock in the mid 60s. So I guess I'd have to watch and see. Maybe from the 80s, one could decide to cost average because I think the balance sheet of this firm is pretty decent balance sheet. So that's for Regency Alliance. Next is Vitafoam. Vitafoam hit 90 naira mark, which is key from a technical standpoint, fundamentally speaking, or from a psychological standpoint. Hit 90 naira, up 2.39%. Year to date, the stock has done amazingly well, up over to 68%. So that's pretty decent return. But let's look at the 6 months. This is a key point for this stock because if you can look at the line in the last 6 months, or maybe we'll switch to this. Every time you hit this seems to be a breakout point for this stock. As you can clearly see, once you hit this late 80s mark, you have a big bounce. This is a red. But once you hit the late 80s mark, you have a big bounce in this stock. Maybe I'll switch to this. So this is a key point. Are we going to see a breakout? I'm not too sure. What is the 52-week high for this stock? Let's see if we can find that. What is the 52-week high for this stock? No, these are more of the balance sheet stuff like that, financials. Not bad, really. What's the 52-week high? Can I do a chat GPT thing or InfoWare GPT thing? So technicals align, have this stock as a strong buy. Literally, look at the moving average. Literally all the moving averages, except for the Ichimoku baseline, have this stock as a buy. So fundamentally speaking, I wouldn't buy at this price point. Um, I think the 80 naira mark would be good because when you look at the 12 trailing months earnings per share is 10.8. So if you're buying that, it's not expensive, right? So get me clear, this is not expensive. 10.8 as 12 trillion months EPS. So stock is trading just about a bit over 8 times earnings. The average P ratio on the NGX is 8 times earnings. So it's not expensive, but why not wait till you can get an 18 naira price point and all that? Or maybe do you want to say what's your TP target price of maybe 100 naira, which means the stock should be trading at 10 times earnings, which is fair in any case. So with the robust growth seen in this stock, you can argue that yes, maybe this stock should trade at 10 times earnings. But even at that, if your 100 naira is your target price, then why don't you wait 80 to get in? So that gives you some decent margin of safety. So I don't see this stock stopping anytime soon. Also, with the results coming out sometime next week, I believe. It's not going to stop anytime soon. But fundamentally, I think this stock is a bit pricey, slightly pricey for entry. Fundamentally, except you have a multi-year strategy. So if you're entering and you plan to hold for the next 3, 4, 5 years, if you model a 10% earnings growth, meaning that's 10 naira in earnings you're seeing, if you think it's going to grow by 10 naira every year for the next 4, 5 years, 5 years, you're going to have 15 naira. So do 15 times 8, 120, or 15 times 10, 150. Then that will make sense. Ending with Tantalizers, what do we have? I saw a huge trade yesterday, so the stock kind of caught my eye. 57 million shares traded year to date, up 4.55% the last 6 months. Year to date, down 15.13%. So really, I mean, you can argue that why is this stock underperforming the index with all the restructuring that is going forward? I think the market hasn't quite been able to model this stock because some of the moves they've made are yet to reflect in the numbers, and management needs to give more clarity around this. Technicals have this as a sell. Literally, man, it's mostly sell and all that. I tend to use EMAs, moving averages, EMAs, SMAs, and all that. So it's technicals have this song as a sell. I mean, I would say fundamentally, you can either decide to hold, waiting for more clarity, or decide to accumulate if it if it uh if it falls further. Let's look at the year-to-date chart and let's see what is the lowest price this stock is traded this year. This is 1.9, and this is 2 naira. So I guess one would have to wait for the 2 naira mark and maybe start to accumulate there. And also, that's pretty much about it, ladies and gentlemen. See you at midday.